this system. This system, I'm going to activate this system. And then I'm going to move my carrier. And why not? Might as well stick. You might as well stick with the carrier. And I'm going to. Sure, why not? I don't really care.
There you go.
Apparently, I have actually good planets around me. They actually fit. Zihan, known for genetically complex native life forms, adapted to tainted atmosphere and toxic biochemistry.
Yeah,
No, that one's not really
So-
fits quite so well. But
Ian's turn, so I don't think he's got any other actions he can do, so... Oh no, he's got his technology that he has to do.
He's still got his technology.
That's actually fairly appropriate for me too. Anyway, alright, so... I'm going to go ahead and use my technology action.
Yep.
To give myself my deep space cannon.
Mm-hmm. And no one else has the money to do the secondary. So
I do.
Oh, you... Well, you...
I kept it.
I meant money. It does not an
Because
action.
it requires 8 resources.
It
to be
requires
able to do it.
resources to do it.
It
Yeah.
does?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it
Unless
says you have
full-
to use the command counter and spend 8 resources to receive 1 technology.
but she gets
advance.
-1 for every planet she controls with the right color for the resource. So if she's going
If it's
for
not exhausted.
oh, if it has an activation
Right.
counter on it, doesn't count.
If there's
No, if it's flipped upside down, it
yeah,
doesn't
which
count.
all the planets we've got right now are exhausted.
No, mine aren't. These aren't.
They
So
should
so
be.
basically,
No, they're not. I've had this planet for 3 rounds.
No, there has been no rounds. You have
You have to
turns.
wait till we get to the end of the game.
Ah.
The end of the
Yeah.
whole turn. Yeah.
So every planet everyone owns is exhausted.
Yep.
Well, I mean, none of my planets that had anything.
Well, you have
I know.
research here, research there.
Right. But I mean,
And-
yeah.
That's
Okay,
what I'm
so
saying.
now-
I know
But
these
even
ones had
with-
resources.
But
I
even
knew
with that,
that.
it only discounts it by 1, and she
Well,
only
it
has
discounts
4
it by the. Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
it's
it's
only
one
one.
person.
It's one
by
per.
one.
It's 1 person. It's
Okay,
one
so it's, you get the discount and then you spend.
Yes.
Okay. All right. I misunderstood.
But yeah,
Sorry.
that no one. Only person who had a chance.
I mean, I had no chance.
Was
anyway.
was the person who had the money in the first place.
Yeah,
Right.
which-
The person.
Well, no, he could have gotten
I-
2
I-
technology
no,
if he
okay.
really
I-
did it right.
Yeah, if I had done
Oh.
it properly. I
Oh
did
yeah,
it
that's what
wrong.
you were talking
Yes.
about.
Yeah.
That's why he said he screwed up by taking technology. But then he would have nothing to be able to build with if he spent all of his resources
Yeah.
that way. But yeah, so he did his. You're already passed.
I'm gonna pass because I don't
Yeah,
want to move anything
so
yet.
I'm passed. Now it's you. You can choose to pass or not,
I can still move.
Yeah.
or move your one little ship.
Which there is
She
no-
can. She's got
Yeah.
protection around it anyway,
No.
so she doesn't worry about that planet.
Technically,
Although
do
if you
we
don't
keep
have
passing,
anything on
or
that
once I'm done,
planet-
doesn't it end the round?
No.
It's,
No.
She still hasn't
Until
passed
everybody
yet.
passes. It's,
Yeah.
yeah. Because I still have. So I still have tokens. I can still do stuff.
I mean, I do. I have nothing else I can do. So.
Yeah, I don't want to spread myself too thin.
And
I'm
then
gonna wait.
there's literally nothing we can do. We can't move them off that location.
Oh, that's true.
Because
we
they're
just built them.
activated.
Yeah.
We did not have warfare to be able to do that.
Nope.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, so
I'm
you're
slowly
passing.
wrapping my head around this game. I'm getting there.
Passing. Alright. So now it goes to the status phase. There are no objective cards out. No one has any damaged ships. We remove counters from the board.
I think we check to see, and the counters go to your reserve, right? They don't go
Yes.
back
They go to your
your
reserve.
They
yes.
always
Thing.
go back.
Yeah, you would check and see if you could complete your objectives. If you can,
I can't,
Yeah,
but
you would
I just want to
choose
make
to
sure.
now.
I don't think anybody can this early,
No.
but
well, possibly. I could, it's unlikely, but possible.
yeah.
With the planets
Depending,
that other
yeah.
people have
So
taken.
I only get 2
They
of
go
them
there.
now.
Yep, and then
Refresh planets.
yep.
So now the planets are usable.
Nobody got injured, so we don't have to flip any.
Yep.
What do you do? Flip them upside down if they're injured? I guess?
If they have multiple hit points, yes.
There's only 2 that do, right? The
Yeah.
War Sun and the
There's
Dreadnought.
the Dreadnought and the Warzone. Warzone.
Okay.
Then receive 1 action card.
And 2 command counters that you can assign anywhere, right?
Yes. And I'll start from player order.
Okay, that makes sense. Huh.
Alright.
Okay.
Redistribute command counters and then return strategy cards.
think I'm gonna keep mine the way they are. And then here's my thing, because that goes back over there.
I'm gonna start putting stuff back over.
You know, I'm really tempted to move one out of the fleet supply. I'm not going to.
Yeah, I mean, it's until you have a bigger fleet, it's a little tempting.
Uh-huh.
I can't afford to do that. I'd destroy a ship right now.
See, I wouldn't have to worry about it, but...
Well, yeah, you had the additional character to be able to
Speaker token needs to move.
do that.
Mm-hmm.
I started with only one, so I had to build one.
I'm just thinking, is there multiple... You know what? I'm going to do that.
So you can flip that over.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. So now,
That's just downside spicy food, but it's still good.
So how many of these do we get?
so you get two
You get
back,
two.
and you can place them wherever you like, and then you can redistribute.
Okay, what's the difference
well.
between these two?
One
This
can
is-
only be used for strategic actions. The
The
other
secondary actions on these
Okay.
cards.
Yeah.
And the other one can be used to do all the stuff on the board.
is, and as speaker, you cannot take the initiative card again.
I know.
And that's pretty much it.
She still gets to pick first, though. 'cause
Yes,
she's
she
still
does get to
technically
pick
speaker.
first.
Where's her speaker
Mhm.
token go?
It's still there. She's just got
Somewhere
it in
around.
her hand.
She's like, I
Oh,
go
I think-
first.
So you take the technology one. So now,
Oh, you took technology?
Yes.
Damn it. Okay, now I have to think. I will take... I guess what I'll take then is trade.
okay,
Oh, and I get one counter.
Yep.
you get to choose if you want a command counter or trade. Good.
I will take a trade good.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
I will take. It's pretty. It is very likely that is what I'm going to end up taking. It is very, very likely.
This out so we can look at the different things. Well, you guys are lucky because you're right next to them, but if you ever want to read these, Aaron, I have it on
Yeah.
pages for them.
I'll take warfare.
Tempted to just dive into that Pocky, that would be good. I love Pocky. There's like a Pocky shop or something in Portland. Some guy at Hannaford told me about it, and I forgot the name of it. It's like they sell all different flavors, and they mail order, so I need to find the name.
Okay, you took the Imperial.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I'm going for Imperial. Why not? That's the diplomacy one. So basically, yeah, it just to defend you, so other people can't attack or can't.
Well, I'm mostly just debating on taking it for the bonus.
Yeah, you can.
Can't believe my secret objective is only worth 2 points.
They're all
all
really
worth
worth
2
2 points.
Yeah,
That's
mine's
the
a
point.
pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine is too.
Like hell, you can win the game just by taking 8 over and over again.
That's if someone lets you take 8
yeah,
5 times.
that's true.
It is
Yeah.
very unlikely someone's going to let
Yeah.
you take 8 5 times.
Mm-hmm. Which is why I figured I might as well get my one turn at it.
Yeah.
You know what? It's gonna be the highest ranked one anyway, and I want some command tokens, so...
I almost took that one, but then I was like, well, might as well start with trade early.
Yeah,
See
I
what
mean, it's
happens.
nice to be able to trade.
You took 8? Really?
Yeah.
She did.
What does that do for you?
Is there
I
2
get- I get
points?
I get 2 points.
And then
You
the
get
public
And
objectives
we
start
get,
getting
we get an
full.
agenda.
Oh, that's right.
So we can actually start earning points.
Hmm.
'Cause
That's
unless,
also a good thing. That's
Yeah.
a good thing.
Yeah.
Somebody has to take it. I'm
yeah,
just
I mean, if
saying.
nobody takes it, we're never going to do anything besides try to destroy each other.
Yep.
For really
For
no
nothing.
point. I mean, eventually,
Yeah.
hopefully, it would make it easier for you to do your objective because if there's nobody left to fight you, you should be able to
Just
pull it
walk
off.
into your objective.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man, minus
That is the condition that they don't tell you is just wipe the board of every other player. And there is no one else to stop you.
I wonder if anybody's done that. It would
I'm
be-
sure that there
There
might
must have
be.
been some like mega games where somebody did that.
I'm sure there's been games where they're like, all right, We all agree no one touches 8. All right, good. Let's go.
Everyone dies.
It's just called the Conquer scenario. Only one player may
That'd be
live.
so funny if that's a secret objective. We'll have to look there.
I doubt
There's
that's
a
a
couple
secret
that didn't get
objective.
put in the game.
Because that is not worth 2 points.
No, but it'd be funny.
There might be a destroy a player. If one of
Yeah.
the players destroyed, this objective is completed.
Good point.
Alright, so we all have our strategic options. So
So now goes
1, 2, 3, 4
Yep.
goes first.
I
So-
need to know, besides your secret objective card, how do you get victory points?
You
Right.
can take
Those.
the 8 and these. So because she took the 8, she's going to get 2 points. But the other thing that happens is we'll flip. It's 1, I think, right?
It's
at a
1
time?
and the
So
stage
we'll
1.
flip 1, and that gives us an objective to try to earn.
If we succeed in it, at the end, when you get the option to
When you do the stat, it's at the
Get that.
where is it? It's when you do.
it's the first one.
yeah,
Is it the first one? Objective cards is
it's
A,
3A.
yep. So
Okay.
when we get to the end
So
of
if
the
you
round,
happen to pull that off, put a little token on it and you get
Yep.
the 1 point.
and you can only complete a public objective once. So once you have a flag on it, other people can try to complete it, but you won't be able to do that same one twice in a row.
That's why you put a flag on it.
Yeah.
To remind you, you've already done it.
He's like, there's so much stuff. If you do want to pull it, you can, because you can add one of your flags there to show that you still control that planet.
Yeah.
Of course, if somebody moves on to it, they don't have to fight. 'Cause
No,
they
I
just
have
take the flag,
PDSs on both
Alright.
planets anyway.
but That's fine. But if you ever want to, just be aware you can move off of it. Just put one of your flags there.
So that is the one I tried to give you the first
Yes, the
time.
one you tried to give me last time.
And if you ever run out of these little flaggies, we have tokens as well.
Yeah.
Like if you start to run low, you can take, like say we have 2, you can take 1 and put a token underneath it, or however you want to do it.
So 5 goes next.
Yep.
I'm actually going to do trade right off because I need the trade goods.
Okay.
So I think I get 3.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Um,
And then we can trade is open.
Yep, and I don't have any trade agreements yet, but I can start one first.
Yeah.
I
Right,
think.
that's
And the secondary ability is useless for everyone at the table right now.
It is?
Because you cannot get stuff from a trade agreement that was just formed the same
Right,
turn.
yeah.
But you can still form them, though. So
Right,
sometimes
that's
you can
part
form
of
them.
the primary.
secondary effect is
Oh.
useless this round.
Yeah.
The secondary effect lets us get our trade goods off of our agreements.
Oh, okay.
Because you
I
can't
gotcha.
you can't get your trade goods off of your agreement unless you activate that card.
I gotcha. And then you have 2 different ones. One's worth more than the other.
In
Alright.
certain cases.
Potentially.
Mine
Yeah,
is.
yes, potentially, because that's not the case for me.
Not the case for me either.
Really?
So we both have the 2 cards are worth the same value.
Yes, the exact
Oh.
same value.
Well,
Do we randomize when we...
no,
No, you
do
ask
open trade
whoever you want.
negotiations.
Whoever you wanna trade with. Like I don't mind trading with anybody.
I'll trade with my 2 neighbors.
I mean,
I was gonna say, I'll trade
I'll set
with
up a
mine.
trade one with you.
Yeah,
I
I'll
mean,
set up a
I
trade
will
with
warn you. That's all I have. But
Can I do both?
I'm just gonna
Yeah,
put this
you
right
can- you
here.
can-
Yeah, if they
Okay.
accept
as
it,
long
yes.
as she agrees.
Okay, so
Yeah, as long as Sarah agrees to the trade, yes.
I'm gonna actually ask both of you if you want to do a trade agreement. I have a 1 and a 3, so
Mm-hmm. Do you want to use your trade agreements? This is our chance to trade with you.
So
So it
when
is-
somebody plays
Eventually,
trade,
you will actually get trade goods from them.
yeah. So whenever you use the trade card, like for example, if I had a trade agreement already set up with someone, like right now, Aaron and I have one set up. If I were to take this again, I get the money from his trade agreement.
Yeah.
Then you can spend, anybody who didn't play it and want to use the secondary can spend one of their strategy tokens, and then they get the money from the trade agreements that they have with people. So Aaron and I can each get 2.
Okay, oh, I have one over here.
And if
I
you
mean,
give somebody a
you
2,
want from her. That's what I was
Yeah.
wondering.
and
Yeah, are they split?
Yes.
Okay, they are supposed to be.
Well, only if
somebody
you've actually
won,
done it.
When they
Okay.
collect,
The one
they'll
that
collect 1,
you
they'll
haven't
collect
put out
2.
is-
Whatever you get from them, you'll collect 1 or you'll collect 2.
or 3,
Oh.
depending.
Okay. Sure.
If you trade
So
me your
since-
2, I'll
since
allow you
you-
to trade your 1 with Ian.
well, if I'm getting a 1, I'm not gonna bother trading. So
Really?
yeah, I have no. Literally, it's a 3.
Oh my god.
I'm not gonna give this to someone for 1.
Well, you can't get any then. I mean, that's
2.
that's-
I have a 1,
Yeah.
which I was gonna swap with you,
Yeah.
no matter what, because it's even.
I have a 2.
Right, but if she's not gonna allow it to go through if you don't give her the 2. So there's no point. So, I mean, are you gonna
But
swap
I'll trade
ours?
1 for 1 with you though.
Well, we'll have to see if she'll let it go through.
Alright,
I'll live
well,
with
that's-
And
I'm not gonna be a
I mean,
complete bitch.
I mean, I
just
have
tried to
one.
sneak
All
around
I have,
and
all I have
actually
left
take
is
it
one.
for
So
myself.
I mean, I honestly have one. That's all I have, so I can't do anything.
I was gonna put these on.
Oh.
So
Well, the other one does is you have with who did you trade with?
Yeah, she traded with both.
No,
The other one.
The other one's
is
flipped
is
over.
upside
The
down.
other
You
one's the
can't
other
trade
one's.
with that
yeah, the one that you don't have active, just flip over so let me know it's still available.
I mean, unless you want to trade with one of us.
Yeah, unless you want to trade. Well, yeah.
Or I mean.
Oh no, I'm not letting it because I wanted that too.
Okay. Yeah. I mean. Like I said, I don't.
If you're going to let it through, I'll trade this for
I mean,
that.
because you can't trade with
Okay.
him another one.
Yeah,
I mean,
sure you can.
I'm being friend with Aaron because he gave me a 2.
That's all I have.
Oh.
Both of mine are 2s.
Well.
That's what I said. Some of us have cards that are the exact same number.
All mine suck.
And this will be completely useless to me the entire game, basically.
Unless you
No.
take over trade.
No,
There
you
are
can
times where-
cancel all trade
We
agreements.
could lose
and then
trade
basically,
agreements. We can
if you
renegotiate trade
take
agreements.
the trade card,
Right.
Yeah.
you can end all of them and then
Right.
make them all over again and allow her never to trade with anybody that turn.
And
Yep.
this
True.
this is
Yeah.
also
and
a
then you just keep trading on.
and you also
But,
have
but literally, like, I'm gonna lose out no matter what with that trade because nobody has anything comparable. No
I
Agree?
think
matter-
not even- well,
Yeah.
yeah.
I
Well, no,
have
that
the
because no one else has
Yeah,
a 3.
nobody has a
Yeah.
3.
No.
So.
So
Well, none of the
literally-
races that are in play have a 3.
Yeah.
Right,
But they,
so-
they
It's
even
the-
say
I bet the cat ones do.
probably.
I'm sure the cat ones.
So
do,
either
I mean,
way,
how
I'm going to
low.
be giving someone a much
You're
bigger
gonna give somebody a
advantage than I'm
good-
going to get out of it. So.
And
But
they
you
say
can
that in
also,
the rules that
you
that's
can,
going to
you
happen.
can promise other things in the negotiations. You
Oh,
can
yeah.
say things like, "I won't attack you next round if we
Well,
trade
the
a
thing
card."
is
or you
if
can
there's a-
say, "Next time I have trade, I won't cancel you."
Yeah.
You also have to remember the trade agreements are a pseudo peace treaty because the moment you attack someone you're trade agreeing with, the trade agreement ends.
Yes, as soon
Right.
as you attack, and that's including ground invasion too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anything
so-
but PDS fire.
Yeah.
Yes,
PDS
PDS
fire
fire just
doesn't
happens.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, I'm sorry,
was
my
a
cannon
mistake.
went off.
It's an automatic system
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
that just reacts like with lasers.
I'm sorry.
We have it set to long range. You happen to walk through. I'm sorry.
You triggered.
Wow, these
We'll work
guys,
on it.
whoever these guys are, suck. They only have 1.
The grays.
Hello.
And then, oh,
The cats
the
are
cats
fours.
have 3/3.
The 3/3. Well, they are the trade people.
They are banks.
Yeah, they are the
basically. They're
banks.
floating banks and stores. They're like strip malls in space.
But yeah. So the trade that's done. The
Yep.
secondary effect is useless.
We can't use it. Yeah.
So it goes to me.
Is that the only
No,
way
it
you
goes-
get
Oh, yeah,
treatments?
No, it does go to me now.
It's one of the
It's
ways
7,
to
yeah.
get trade goods.
So it's 6.
So the next time someone
It's
takes the trade
primary way
action.
to trade
Yeah.
goods. There's some actions that can be trade goods.
Oh yeah, I'm sure there's some action cards that do.
Yeah. But that's the fastest way to do it. Because then now you have some trade negotiations up. You
Yeah.
can you start earning income from them. So the first time kind of sucks because there's nothing.
Mm-hmm. That's kind of the point.
Yeah.
I wanted to get it started soon so we can start getting money.
Because you can't, yeah. You can't.
And then we can renegotiate at any time. So like we can trade our stuff around if we do trade again without even canceling it if you
Those
don't want
are
to.
cruiser. Yes, these are cruisers, so technically he can move here as well. That is my turn. Oh, and I gotta get the planet.
Salivor?
Yeah.
Oh, Sodor. Wow, I'm blind. Holy crap.
But
Sound
since,
like Salicor?
since there's
Sounds like a
a
heart
pseudo
prescription.
truce right now,
Do you suffer from heartburn? Try Salicor.
a pseudo peace kind of makes me
Do you get
less
space sickness?
unlikely to go there.
Does zero G make you throw up?
Alright, so now it would be 7.
Mm-hmm.
So you
if I'm
can.
getting this correctly and I want to use this, I have to spend one of these.
No,
No,
you don't have to
no.
spend anything.
For the primary ability, you do not.
You only do the primary.
Yeah,
But
but
you-
for us to be able to do it.
So I
we
can
have to
just
spend.
get a technology
Yes.
that I can
So
get.
if you're going
Yes.
to use your
Requires
entire action
none.
for that, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so I'm getting the Hylar assault laser thing.
Yep.
Kind of a bob.
Power 5.
So now everyone else may do a primary, or use a strategic allowance, starting
Mm.
with you.
God, it's 8 though.
It is 8, unless it's a technology that you have a research discounted.
I don't. Not for the one I'm going for. I mean, yeah. I love how everything's so actual, like, legit sci-fi. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, if you want to build the transit diodes, you need light wave deflector or Taxi of animators.
So I am spending mine. Usually we have to do it in turn order. Doesn't matter.
You just do it in
You-
clockwise order. You do it.
Yeah.
You do
I
it.
mean,
It actually
there are
doesn't
certain
really.
there are certain ones
Honestly,
where it does
And this one
matter.
doesn't matter.
Like the trade good ones, it does matter because
Yeah.
you can run out of trade goods
That's
before
true.
everybody gets them.
That's a
so
good
you gotta be
point.
careful. But in this case,
Yeah, in this case, it doesn't really
You're
matter.
using your own resources, so
So if my free one isn't
Oh wow.
is green, then I only need to spend 6 in
right.
theory
you
with
have
those
two.
two
Yeah,
open.
you have 2 open. Mm-hmm. Yeah, even if you use one of those, you can even use those. You don't have to. It'll still count
It still counts.
for you to. I mean, not that you. I'm not saying you don't have to, but. You know.
But I'm actually gonna do 1, 2, 3,
So this is
3.
this is 5. I have 1, so that's 5. This is 6 and 7, so I need my
Alright.
7
So
because I have 1 point, so I can do that.
I have.
Oh wait, I could do it because I did the trade agreement. So
I
could do it
know
if I want
there's
to.
a lot of.
Yeah, because you do have trade goods. Yes.
So I got myself
That'll only
cybernetics
be
and the
5
sun.
points to build with though. No, I don't need that much yet, so I'm gonna do it too. Just gonna put these
I
trade
get to
goods
use
in
both
the
the
stack.
primary
Yeah,
and
right.
secondary when I do it.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
this one was the primary, which was free, and then
Yeah.
this one was the
Yeah.
secondary, which I spent 6 for.
I had no discounts, so I will play the Enviro Compensator. Wait, do I want to do that?
Well, considering you have a nice little bank,
That's
add
fine.
into your pile.
I'm not doing it because I can't afford to.
I can only because mine is
5. Yeah.
huge.
Oh shoot! Do I want to do cybernetics?
Oh god, there's 2 things I want though.
I lied. I'm not doing cybernetics yet. I'm doing stasis capsule. It's still green, still same
Yeah.
thing. So. Now my cruisers and dreadnoughts can carry 1 craft machine.
I do.
So now it is.
So that was her tech.
Goes to you. Yeah.
Flip your tech upside down.
Yeah.
Yeah,
To
because
the
you
next
used it.
side.
Hmm?
Flip
Flip
it
it over.
Flip it
Because you used
over.
it. It still counts as your initiative, but since it's been used, you can only use it once per turn, so flip it over.
Yeah. So now.
No, it's still your initiative, but it's not active anymore.
Because you can't use that ability again.
How does the second thing work?
You don't get to use that.
We-
Everyone else
yeah.
I
gets.
get to use it.
That's
if
what
someone
we
else
were
Yeah.
doing. We were buying tech.
See, my special thing is allows me for that specific one to use both the primary and secondary when I trigger it, but
Yeah.
normally you'd only use
Oh.
the secondary if you didn't control it.
Crap. I didn't start with an extra command counter
Then put an extra command.
because I should have started with one at the beginning.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because of your special ability.
That's my special ability, and that's just the start, right? It's not every round. 'Cause it says I start with 1,
Right, it's just the
Yeah.
start.
So
it's
it's the
your
start of
turn.
the game. Yeah.
so it's just the 1. Because I actually start with 333.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now 8 can finally go.
Yeah.
Yep.
8 can finally go.
All right. I need to do. I'm gonna do that. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Alright.
Oh, that's cool. The cards show you the discount too. Makes it easier.
Mm-hmm.
So I was looking at this mess and I'm like,
So I'll go. Yeah, right, this is.
oh, I need to spend a strategy for that. I believe for the thing that we just did, right?
Technology, I believe so.
Yes. Yes, that was the one I spent.
I didn't spend one. I forgot. I'm like, flip. I'm like, wait a minute. That feels like a bigger stack. I had for you just 2 dodge.
I think that's it.
Hmm?
I guess that makes sense.
Cannot support that, so you have to go too. That's fine. I am still leaving it with the Earth's defense. Alright. So I just activated my system and took over Melon and Zobat.
Here's your Zobat.
Zobat. I get a little Zobat. Known for its highly intoxicating Zolian whiskey and the planetary beanstalk that links the surface with orbital stations and shipyards.
I haven't even read
That's
my planet
funny.
stuff. Blake.
And Melon is poor in natural resources, but rich in exotic plant and animal life. Protected as a planetary xenological garden and life form preserve.
ABYZ, also known as Ibiz. His thick, complex atmosphere is inhospitable to most races, which is probably why I went there. But Ibiz is known for its seemingly endless natural reserves and rare minerals and precious metals. And then I've got Freya, brutally cold ice world. Why do I have all the planets that suck? Only by a few scattered mining camps, despite brutal climate, highly prized for its deposits of rare ores used in starship drives.
Alright, so.
Oh, these are my the ones I already talked about.
So
6,
it is
so it goes back
Ian.
to 4.
I think so.
Let's see.
What do I want to do with my life?
I don't know.
Something will happen. I think I like this better than Eclipse. Eclipse is faster, but I like the technology stuff you can do in this one.
Well, there's technology in Eclipse as well.
There is, but I don't know.
I like the ancient technology of Eclipse.
Well, I never got a chance to see any
So
of that.
I still
because
control the
it's
planet
so
even if I
shiny.
pull my ground force off of it.
Right. You just put a flag on it saying it's yours.
Okay.
No, I just like
That was
my
the most
giant.
boring map ever.
I had the giant dreadnought that
That
was
was
as
pretty
fast
funny.
as fighters.
Yep.
Because I can.
You
I'm
could
going
probably
to
do
build
something
and move
similar,
out,
I
so
would
I'm
assume,
moving
in
up.
this.
I'm not
Maybe.
leapfrogging.
Everything
I
can
could,
get to the
I'm
same
just gonna
movement, but
build
that's
and
not
move
really
out.
impressive when the
But
fastest
even with your
movement's
technology
2.
stuff, because like hell, you can get fighters +1 with.
Yeah, but
maybe-
their fight.
So, go
The
ahead
top
and put
movement in this
that
game is 2.
on
That's not impressive to bump your movement up by 1.
Yeah.
Where in the other game, I
Or-
bumped my
Is that what I wanna
dreadnoughts,
do?
my
Dibba
big
or
massive
Welland?
dreadnoughts movement to 4.
It's funny
Mhm.
that Welland is next to
Ooh,
Melon.
microtechnology is nice.
It is. Well, and Melon.
Welland is next to Melon.
Well, and melon.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go to Thibon. Thibon's fine. Just building a buffer zone.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it makes sense.
And then slide my carrier and the
This one?
Yep. On there. Put a flag on the door. And then that's that. I get Thibon.
So 5. 5.
5 bucks. Oh, my turn.
Well done.
Uh,
Burdened by overpopulation and low mineral content in the planetary crust, historically uses as a staging world for deep space exploration and trade. Dear, oh my God! All right, I can't talk right now.
Fun wage.
Fun wage.
It's fun wage. All right, so
I swear he's
I'm
not
gonna
plugged into the wall,
build-
so he can't be giving you the deadly ways of stupid.
No, no. My lack of personal fuel is giving me the deadly ways of stupid. That's all.
All right.
Because he's not plugged. He's in my pocket. He's
I
not
know.
plugged into the wall right now.
I did this wrong because I want to build. You have to control the planet to build the space dock, right? Because
Yes.
you're attaching the space dock to
To the
it.
planet.
So if you have like a free-floating fighter ship, that's just a free-floating fighter ship, right? You need these guys.
Yeah, 'cause
You need
can't-
to own
So
the
I
planet to
did
build
this
on it.
right. Then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, a
If you're
fighter
trying to
can't
build
actually-
over here, yes, you need to.
Good. Okay. All right. Good.
I mean, you can not have anybody on the planet, but if you come in with a ship that has ground units, you can drop ground units and build.
Okay, that's perfect.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. Thank you.
Are you building on that? Or
Yes, because I want to build on this planet right here. I just want to make sure I was doing the setups right because I didn't want stuff to get left for a while.
Okay.
But I want to build a space station right here because that has 3,
Yeah.
and that'll give me the 5.
Mm-hmm.
So that cost me 4.
Yep.
And I'll just kind of attach it that way, I guess. It's sort of touching. I know where it is.
Yep.
I know it's on the high ones and not the crap ones. That is my turn.
That's the one. Okay.
I will spend. Oh, actually, if I just leave that one. Oh, actually, no. The technology thing's been
That's
done,
the
so it doesn't matter anymore.
Ah, I didn't take that one.
Oh my god.
I know. I looked at the technologies and I
All
thought
those
maybe I should have
ground
gotten something
forces.
else.
I know. It's my turn.
It's your turn. It's our turn.
Oh yeah. Still, well, yeah.
It's
your
hard
turn.
because of the initiative thing.
Yeah.
Wow, look at the screen. Look how busy it is. It's
I
nuts.
just say I'm passing. I'm not passing, but my turn is done. So
Yes.
whoever's turn it is
I
next.
know, you said it's my turn, and I'm like, okay, then go. I'm not stopping.
Okay, so I have, because of my technology, I can move a carrier over here. Yes, because it can go up to 2 spaces.
Yes.
If
You're-
you can go 2 spaces.
So you would activate that location with a command counter, saying that that's the system you're activating, and move anything
Here or there.
where you're
Here?
moving.
where you're
Yeah.
moving to.
Okay.
That's where you move into.
So anything that was that it can reach that location may move to that location. So your carrier, technically, you can even use your cruiser. That's
Anything
nearby.
that can travel to there.
Yeah.
Anything that has enough movement
You
to
can
get to.
carry these things?
Yes, you can.
A carrier can carry that. Yes.
Yes.
This is a
Yeah.
carrier.
That's carriers can carry most everything. Only 6 of them. Only 6 things, but
Yes,
What
up
are
to
these
60.
things again? Those are...
that's the space dock. That's
That's
the
the
dock.
So yeah, technically, when you take over the new location during the production phase over there, you may also build
Okay,
there.
you
as
need
well.
to, that's what I mean. So,
So
You
would
can't
keep-
move
you,
that.
You don't move
You
that.
can't
You're going to
move
build
that.
a new one.
how do you build one?
You just
You,
go there
you
and
just
build.
go there and you do the production. Once you're there, you can put a token there
Yeah,
on
'cause
the
you have to
following
keep it
round,
around.
and
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
right,
it's a
right.
whole round thing. You have to be someplace and then you build.
That's what's confusing because it says a space dock produces units. So...
Yes, a space dock produces units, but a
Units.
But a
space
planet
dock
can
isn't a
create
unit.
Space
Yeah.
dock, yeah.
Okay.
basically ground forces, PDS, and space dock can be built on a planet.
Think of it as it's a modular thing. You build it at home. You put it on the ship. The ship takes it to another planet and puts it all together.
Okay. So that's gonna be staying there forever
Yes.
then.
Yes.
Until
Basically.
yeah.
The only way
Unless
it
there's
goes
something
away
that
if somebody
wasn't
kills
moved.
it. No,
Yeah,
it's,
I think it's
well,
destroyed,
I think it's
yeah.
only if something gets
Yeah, if
gets
someone-
I have no idea for the actions
I
let
don't-
you move on. There's like a
Oh, there
stack
might
of
be
that.
an
There, I mean,
action.
there's a
Like, there could
bunch
be
of
like a
who knows.
teleporter.
Who knows
that
what those
probably knows.
things
Yeah.
say?
I know it's not in the technologies.
No.
Yeah.
Because I just looked through a bunch of them. I like the technology things.
There's some really nice technology. It's
I
very
really wish
expensive.
there's something you have to take forever to get to, but like
Uh-huh.
microtechnology is pretty sweet.
Mhm.
Fleet logistics is that the one I was looking at?
So
Yeah, fleet logistics is pretty good.
I can move multiple ships though.
Yeah.
You can move as
As long
many
as
ships
they
as
can
you
get
want to that spot only. They have to go there.
Right.
And you cannot have more than 3 ship of the lines in that space at the end. If you do, you have to destroy them.
Okay. Is there a way to increase this?
Yes, you put one in there at the beginning, at the end
Yeah,
of
when
the
you
turn, when you
those
can
are
rearrange.
command tokens too, so those can be rearranged
Oh, I
like
didn't
everything
know
else.
you
That's
could-
why I took
Yeah.
one of
Yeah.
mine out to move it into there.
Yeah. The back side of them is the little ship, and the front side is your little symbol.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna move all this stuff here.
The things that can move too.
Yeah.
Like that.
Okay, so you put a
Yeah, but it
PDS.
is not.
Can the PDS move on their own? Oh no,
Yes,
it's about a carrier.
They can,
The
but
carrier
it,
was it.
They can move on their own.
I
Really?
believe they can. No, well, they got carried over there, but I don't know if the
I-
PDS claims a planet or not.
No, I thought they got destroyed if there wasn't a colony ship with them.
She has a colony ship with her. It is the carrier.
No, these.
That's a
You need
gun
That is
one
not a
stronger.
carrier
I can
ship.
just
That's
bring
what I meant.
one.
Yeah, you can bring
Yeah,
one.
but I'm saying you might want to because I think. Well, let me see if you have to because you might not have to.
Well, I don't know if you can claim a planet
double
with
check.
just them.
And
Yeah, I
know
don't
you're
think-
not gonna believe me, but I have no intention of using the wormhole.
That has nothing to do with
There's
it.
plans
I know
there,
it's
though.
just that
I
way.
know. I'm just telling you. I know I have a lot of ships there, but I have no intention of using the wormhole.
It's just like I have no intention of using them either. So
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's really no point for you.
I know. Well, I mean,
You go
technically,
ahead.
I could like try and warp over and try and take over a home planet if I wanted
Yes,
to,
you
and
can.
vice versa. But
Yes.
I think it's a good mutual thing if we just, that's how our trade agreement works.
Well, yeah, because she could
When
do
we
the
get
same
one.
thing, and Just go one space and then boom, she's here.
Right. Yeah.
So you can both do the same
We're
thing.
both in the same boat, so at least it's balanced that way. So
That's the only reason why I'm not really trying to build defenses. I'm assuming that the trade goods from the trade agreements will outweigh
At
the,
least for a while.
For a while,
'cause,
well,
you
for a
know,
while.
we need to build.
Yeah. I would assume that it will keep attacking at bay for a little bit.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you want to bring a ground
Fingers
force with it
crossed.
because if a PDS lands by itself, it's immediately destroyed.
Okay, so you do have to claim the planet.
It
Yeah.
just, like, fell off the
Right.
ship.
Yeah, basically,
So
because if you're
so
landing
if
and
you-
there's a battle and your ground troopers
Now-
die,
Yeah.
if
your
you-
PDS destroyed.
Now, if you've already got the planet claimed, you can still build a PDS on it, right?
Yeah,
Or do
you can
have
just
to
drop
have
one
it?
off.
As long
'cause-
as it's
Yep.
claimed.
Okay.
Yeah, like I could technically build one here. If I already have one, but I could build one here if I wanted to.
Yeah.
Or over here.
Did I already
Because
give you that
basically,
planet?
there
basically
are
you need-
people there.
Right,
There's
because
just-
basically you need people
they're
on the
not-
ground
they're
to
not
load 'em
fighting
up.
you,
Right.
Anna.
I'm looking at the.
Yeah.
It looked like
You
an
need
ant
fighters to
Oh,
land
it's like the
there
one I
to
looked
make
at,
sure
right,
it's
I
in
have no
place
idea
and
what
make
it
sure
was.
it works right
Right.
before they leave at tech.
I'm reading
Press
it
the
backwards
button.
from my angle.
Yep. Well, it is kind of sideways
So
for you.
what did
Quan!
the symbols in the center?
Tech.
Ooh.
I know, but like, what is?
Discount.
It means that when you use the tech, like remember, well, you had the tech, but when you're using the tech secondary, so if I, for example, had gotten the tech instead of you, and I activated it, and you wanted to use the secondary, normally it costs you 8 to get a technology out using the secondary. But if you notice, all of these techs have colors on them. So, for example, that's the green. If you were trying to build one of these guys,
Sure,
it
that's
would cost
cool.
you 7
Okay.
instead of 8.
If you had 3 of those green ones, it would cost you only 5.
Yeah.
It's very
So
handy.
it makes that secondary a lot cheaper if you have planets with
if you get
colors.
if
She's got 2 different colors going right now too. So
Mhm.
she's pretty good there. Well, she doesn't have time with technology.
Okay.
7.
So that was her 7, so now it's my 8.
Yep.
Alright. Mhm.
I'm getting some of it. It's just there's a lot.
It is. It's a little bit like, it's been a while since we played. Remember Clash of Clans? The idea behind it is the same. It's a 4X. So you have your technology that you want to kind of work on and see how your civilization develops. You want to explore and get resources. You're going to butt heads with people sometimes because they want the same resources you do. And you're going to form alliances that you may or may not stick to. And then you're hopefully going to earn points from all those different things. So it's very similar, except it's in space and a lot more involved because there's a million pieces. I think Clash of Clans does the best. Actually, Eclipse does it too, where you have the it's like a board where your technology just gets placed into it. And it's so much easier than a stack of cards that you have to
I
read
got
through.
like crap here.
Yes, you do. At least you have planets you can just now commit to getting command tokens when logistics is played.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Because it does nothing else. Except for votes, if politics are used.
Me?
I'm just saying.
Me?
You have 5.
Oh, I do have some votes, yes. I
I'm
do
just
have
saying,
vote-
this
some
one
votes
is
now.
completely devoted to that.
Yes, they are both completely devoted to that, so yes.
You're like, I have a political weakness. I must conquer a planet that will fix that weakness. It's literally the Borg. They're like,
Yep.
we need this. We're assimilating you.
Except
Alright.
she's zombie Borg. Look
Yeah.
at those
What?
guys.
Zombie
Yeah.
Crazy. Zombie
I
Borg.
am?
They're Zorgs.
All right. So I am now.
Back to 4.
So I am now going to use my receive for.
So anyone else
You
may.
can pay for them.
What do you do?
You pay 3 influence for 1.
One.
Oh, alright, influence.
Yeah, you have to actually use influence. You don't actually
all
use
my
command
stuff gets
counter, you
spent.
just use influence.
I'll get 1.
Nice freebie. It's a good one, but I spent all mine. I had to.
I've already done my build action, so.
Yeah.
So it's
But mine's
3.
expensive
Well,
because
it's
of tech.
influence, not.
Well, yes, but I've
Oh.
I've already done what I was going to do, so
Mm.
I'm spending 3 from this planet.
And we get a command counter, so I'm going to
Yep.
build and get a command counter. And what was I going to do with that?
I don't know.
Okay, because yes, that is what I'm going to do with that. So I'll put it there for now, and if I need to move it at the end of the round, I will. Yeah, it's probably my best option for being useful.
This is true.
4,
So
5.
back to
Do
5.
I want to do this?
Don't know. Do
No, that's probably blowing out of
you?
I can technically get a free ship, but I have to put it in a really unfortunate place because of someone. And then I can move it if it lasts.
What?
I might try it.
What,
just
did I
to
do
see.
something?
Yeah, you entered the wormhole. I wanted to get in there and get out, but you went
Oh,
there.
she-
So I can
her
go
action.
over there and get a free ship, but I guess I can go way over there, but then I gotta go all the way around.
Well, it's activated.
You
I can't move.
You can't just go
Just-
through
oh,
there.
so you
I
know-
say you can.
there?
Here,
Is
no.
there, like-
My PDS is here.
Is there a reason why like you can't?
It's
go
because
through
you're already
There's
in
enemy
there.
ships in there. It has to be empty.
Yes.
space.
If you came here, I'd blow you up from here. Or you went there, I'd blow you
Yeah.
up. That's my only PDS.
Alright, I'm gonna do it for the free ship. Ugh. That's probably not very tactical, but...
So, ghost ship.
It's a ghost ship. It just appears and then flies away.
It's Event Horizon.
Except smaller.
Right?
So not
How
as
did you
scary.
do that? What?
It's her
I
action
haven't
It's an
card.
action card.
I don't know, any form
It's
of
just
that
a-
would
it's
be
just
scary.
It just what?
It's
It
a
just
ship just
appears.
appears. It's probably been
got lost.
stuck in that wormhole for years.
I was in this place called Gravwell. And suddenly I was shot out of
And
it.
suddenly there was all these other
This
ships,
is
and they kept
planet.
jumping over me
It's
and
not
moving me.
And
And
your
then
ship
suddenly,
had an upgrade when it came out.
I was formerly a
Right size.
derelict in Gravwell.
And now
Yeah, but
they're
it didn't
not-
have weapons.
and
It
now-
It looks like them.
now you're a
It looks little bit-
destroyer.
I'm a derelict who became
Why
a
did you
destroyer.
want to go over there?
Nice.
Because I want a free ship.
Because it had to be-
If I had
had
gone
to be
here,
one of
this
these
was the
spaces.
closer one, so I could have been literally popped here and just.
Oh.
Because you
I
have
see.
to
I
be in a
get it.
wormhole.
Yeah.
But because you
I
got
get
the
it,
closest
I get it.
wormhole.
Sorry.
Because if she put it there, you might blow her. You could either one of you could destroy her.
Oh my
Alright,
god.
So I'm going to use warfare
Oh.
You are-
to remove this.
Well, yes.
Yep.
And put
But
that-
like, can people travel through other people's sections if like
No.
they-
You can
Not
travel
fighting.
through.
There might
So
be
there
It's
are-
not
there
able
are-
to
there
have
are-
one of these.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
there's-
there's a potential to
There are
travel
some
through.
action cards. There's actually some technologies that will
Yeah.
allow you to travel
Yeah.
through.
You just kinda
that
close
I
to
can't
just didn't
travel
know
with
if like
stock.
you could form alliances and say,
No.
yeah, go ahead, go
No.
through it.
You're still considered
Yeah.
enemy ships,
Eclipse,
unfortunately.
you can do that.
Yeah,
And
Eclipse
this
you could.
cannot.
This one you can't, because even if you have an alliance with someone, the other ships are still considered enemy ships.
Right.
Yeah. The leaders of the factions
You
know that
should
there's an
be-
alliance, but the people in the ships don't
It
care.
kinda makes
You
sense. It
should
kinda
be
makes
able to
sense,
tell
though.
them to leave someone alone.
It kind of
Yeah.
makes sense though. Like, have you ever watched the 100?
It's hard to.
That happened a lot, where the people would have alliances, but then somebody else would move into somebody's land. They're like, "Oh, no!" And even though they were part of the same coalition, they would still kill them because they're like, obviously they're taking advantage of us. They're going to attack us.
Yeah.
So they just assume.
So,
Oh, Ursane is now
Hello.
following us. Thank you for joining. Unsane, not Ursane. Unsane. Basically like us.
so,
I like your new animation, by the way.
It's like a
everyone,
little glowy dragon thing, and it's blue, so it matches our logo.
so everyone
Doesn't
else
even
may
have one.
use patrols. So
We have the logo.
everyone else may
It's
spend
on the
a
bucket.
commands
Oh,
may
yeah,
spend
I
a
know.
strategic allowance command counter to
Right.
move 1 or 2 destroyers/cruisers anywhere on the board.
Ooh.
But they have to move to an
Is
adjacent.
it to an adjacent, non-hostile, non-home? So yeah, technically because he's a destroyer. So yeah,
Mhm.
technically you could move him.
If you pay
If you pay,
if you pay
strate-
CJ,
Yeah,
you
Yeah,
can
I'll
actually
do
move.
that.
Mhm.
Slide his ass up to Metacall. We'll just give him a little.
So
No,
I
no,
need
no,
one-
no.
Oh,
I'm coming home. Oh, I have to give it to you?
no, you're gonna put one.
Oh, you put
You
it
have
on
to,
the
you have to mark it, yeah.
That's right, because I can't move again. Derp.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, technically you can move that one too if you wanted to.
No, that one's farther. He's
Yeah.
gonna take a while.
All right, so
And that will
it
leave
has
the
to be
command tokens next
in
round.
an empty.
To an
Thank
adjacent-
you.
What?
Yeah, because I can move now, but
So
I
if she
don't
wanted
have-
to, she
Oh,
could move to the
but I could move-
wormhole.
Yeah,
I
I had no
can't-
intention
I
of
didn't-
standing there next to that bullshit. No.
You can't. You don't have
I
that
know.
kind of ship.
I know. Well, yeah, I know, but it would be fun.
Hey, you know. Yeah.
She so blends in. Like usually,
You
like
don't have
the
the right
black
type of
stuff.
ship.
blends
I mean,
in
I
with
do
that,
have
but
that type of ship, but I
disappears
I
in
can't
space.
even go here
Like,
because
everybody
I'm
can
here.
on camera.
Yeah.
You see a little bit of it.
Do you have the right type of ship?
What?
You do
Yeah,
have right.
she's
Yep.
right there.
That
She can
thing?
go in,
Yeah, but
only
she-
if she can go into the asteroid field. Does
Yeah,
she
which
have?
she doesn't have.
Yes, she does. She has anti-mass.
You
You
can't
can't
stay there, though.
Oh, right.
You can't
You
stay.
Yeah,
can move
so she
through
can't
it. You
move
can't
it.
stand
Yep.
there.
So yeah, so no one else can use that.
Yeah, I think you move through at regular speed with that thing, right?
Yeah, it just one
It's
space.
just
It's
one
just one
space.
space.
I thought normally ships could move through one space. In
Not in
if
the
they-
asteroid. You can't stay in it. You have to. She'd have to be able to go.
You have to
here.
be able to
I
move
see.
2 spaces.
Yeah.
Because you have to go boom, boom, and out.
But now it is 7.
So that's
So soon.
over there. Just see again.
Your turn again.
So I don't know if I get this right too. Because of that, I can't do anything
Correct.
with that space. Basically.
You can't.
Sure.
Yeah, unless you can get
Right.
rid of it, you can't do anything.
Well, I mean, technically, when she moved there, she could have done production because it is in the same part of the actions. because you go down the list. So if you wanted to build there, you'd have to build there when you moved there.
Yeah, you could have built a. So you
Like a
could have
space
built your
station.
space dock there.
We can allow it.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to spend what you want, you could. Because technically, you could have done
She
that.
could have done it last turn. It's not
Yeah.
like, and it
Oh,
doesn't
I
really
could've?
upset.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
so
if you
it's
have
part of
your
your
part of your
steps.
yeah.
Yeah. So spend 4 resources.
Basically, you're
and
just
you
saying
can
you're
build.
taking tactical actions at that location, and one of those things, and then you can do anything that's on that list.
Yeah.
Everything.
Or
on
everything.
everything else lists in one
Everything.
tactical
So,
action.
to
Yeah.
spend-
You need to spend
4.
4.
Yeah, so I would like flip these two.
Yes.
Yes.
So equal 4.
And stick your little space station on the planet.
This thing.
Yep.
Yep.
There you go. Spacey station.
So now you can do another action because that was
Because
part
that,
of your
yeah, that
last one.
technically should have been counting against you, so you can do another action now.
Oh, this is probably melty now, so I'm going to get a new one.
Yeah, because it'll just freeze again.
Yeah, just stick that in the freezer. It'll freeze again.
Yep.
Do that a lot. in the
Apparently
freezer.
walk the soft wall anyway.
There's orange ones in there too if you don't want the lemon.
Yeah, I might
I
get
need more chips.
I like the lemon.
You want me to bring the bag?
Would you?
Yeah.
Considering I bought 3 of them, I would hope that we could bring one in here.
Do you want me to get you some more of the squeaky stuff, the hot stuff?
Don't forget, we
I
also
have
have
that.
ice
Oh.
cream.
That's
Oh,
what I
you need
need.
more chips. Okay.
You have so many planets
What'd you say,
over
Ian?
there.
Don't forget, we have ice cream sandwiches and stuff too.
Yeah, I might take one of those eventually.
Dude, can you still make some of that frozen yogurt?
Yeah.
Awesome. I'm not eating very healthy. I bought sandwich stuff and I'm eating like chips.
You have so many planets over there. Would you be mad if I went over here?
Yes.
I have like nowhere to go though.
Yeah.
Then you either
But you
do
have
it
no-
anyway, and
I know.
you have a lot of ships to protect it if
Yeah,
you can.
and you don't have a trade agreement with her, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Or do you?
Yes.
Oh, you do. Okay. So,
Yeah.
so
Doesn't
at
matter.
that point, you might be fine because she'll have to lose her trade agreement with you if she fires on you. But I mean, it is a 1, so she might not care.
Yeah. Now this planet over here, I'm not as caring about. It doesn't have what I want.
Oh yeah, because it has
So
only 1
Why?
research
What
on
is
it.
that you wanted?
I want resources. I don't give a crap about influence.
So if you want to invade the other one for influence, and ships, space.
That in addition to after 2 discounts instead of 1.
And if you want to do that, build up strength and get ready to take over her home system. I don't mind popping through. Perhaps if you were, bribe me,
Mhm.
I could, if you want to build up and take over her system. I'm just saying. But you'd have to bribe me because I'm not doing it on my own.
Warmongers.
No, I'm just saying people don't believe me. I have to make them see reason.
If you weren't trying to do it by force, I don't think I'd care.
Cruisers are just good
If they would just believe me, I wouldn't have to use force.
The cruisers are just good for combat, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean,
Until you
can
get
actually,
the
you can actually do other stuff with
yeah,
them.
I think there's a research that lets them pull people.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I guess I should probably.
Isn't there research that lets them move PDSs too? I thought
Any
Am I
your
thinking-
carriers? No, your carriers.
the
only-
carriers can, but I thought the cruisers could do it too if you had the right. I might be just brain cramping and just calling cruisers carriers in my head. It's probably what I'm actually doing.
Yeah. Stasis capsules let you move 1 ground troop in a,
Okay, is
in
that
a
what I'm thinking
cruiser
of?
or a dreadnought.
Oh.
Basically,
Okay.
you put one squad of ground troops in stasis, and
Salted caramel.
you can carry them.
Oh, there's chocolate.
Yeah, there's a little chocolate ganache on
Little
top.
chocolate. I like frozen yogurt. Although my favorite frozen yogurt is always strawberry banana. I don't know why, it's just so good.
I would have to wonder
Well,
for X-89 bacterial weapon. Would you have to say that they would have to have an action card to be able to use it because of its secondary effect?
I don't know,
what color is it?
It's green. Because it said the last part is discard all action cards. But if you have no action cards, then that becomes like the most
I
broken weapon ever.
I think it is, but
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it just says throw
Yeah.
them all away. If you don't have any, you don't have any.
Yeah.
I mean, because you could use it, get rid of all your cards, and then use it again. And
Well, you have to assign them before you do bombardment, so you.
Yeah. But I mean, you can use it again later. But you'll obviously get action
But I
cards.
think what it does is having action cards will reduce how often you would use it,
Right.
potentially.
Yeah.
That's probably why they
Okay.
have that in there. So I think you can use it no matter what.
Okay.
But if you have action cards, you might not want to risk
Okay,
them.
Yeah.
so if I want to put the PDSs on these 2 planets, I would
You
have to put these 2 and get rid of these, right?
Right now you can't because there's no space station over
Yeah,
there.
you have to build them.
Oh, I have to just.
You would build it at home and then carry it over.
Yes. Or yeah, you have
Or
to,
I could build a space station.
or you could build your third space station there. Yeah.
Well, because technically, it's supposed to be an
Later
empty
on-
system you move into to build
This.
Later on,
the space
can
station,
you?
space dock.
Does it have to be empty, or can
Later
you
on,
put it
can
in
you
a-
destroy?
Oh.
I mean,
a
technically, that's what it
space
says.
dock?
Oh.
It says, is the system empty? You know, it has 3 questions.
Yeah, is it empty of
Oh,
enemy
shoot,
units?
so I
Oh,
should
is
have
it
built
just
that
enemy
one
units?
then.
Yeah,
Okay.
it has to be enemy
Okay,
units.
that's I thought.
Then
Wait
that's
a
fine.
minute. How else would you do it? Because you have to be there to build it.
Yeah.
Let's
Well,
look
you're
at that
moving
map.
into it, so it's empty when you
Yeah.
move
Yeah,
in. And
but
you move
typically
into it.
space stations and stuff are
Yeah,
built
it
up
has
first,
to be-
and
is
then
it,
it's sent up.
Have you controlled this planet the entire turn?
That's
Right,
that's right.
right,
That's
okay.
right.
Right.
Is it free of enemy units?
Yep.
And there's something else I can't.
I think it has something to do with money. The ice cream is super good.
No, what I'm saying is because there's only
And
3 of
cold.
these, so
Yeah.
if all 3
Yes.
were placed out,
You can't build
Later-
anymore.
I
Unless
know,
it's
but
destroyed.
can you destroy one?
No.
You
No,
cannot.
You can invite somebody to fight you. And
You can ask someone to come in and destroy your
You
planet.
come destroy my planet. No.
I mean, you know, I wouldn't mind if you asked me to.
Alright, in that case, I guess I will build over here. I'm gonna build 2 PDSs. I guess I'll put them over here.
Yep, you would put it on the planet that has the.
So over here.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, you put that there, and you would put both on the planet that has
The space dock.
the space dock.
You can only build where you have a space dock. If you had a cruiser, you could
Alright.
move it. I mean, carrier, you could move it, but.
So 7, so 8.
Yeah, I gave you most of the chocolate off the top of one of them because I can't really.
I don't mind. Hello, chocolate. I'm sorry you can have it, but can you have Hershey syrup?
Yeah, probably. But
There's
I'm good.
Hershey syrup
Okay.
and caramel Hershey syrup over there.
So I'm going to,
No, I'm
as
good.
my
This
action,
is
I'm
like
going to
perfect.
remove a command counter from the board and place it in my reinforcements.
Plus, I don't want to add
Very
extra
nice.
sugar. It's actually low.
Mhm.
It's
Oh, yeah, I
actually
know, I
fairly
kinda
low
like
in
that
sugar
one.
for something like this, but
And that's my whole round.
It's frozen yogurt.
perfect. So.
So back to you.
So back to 4.
Alright, so that already happened that turn. Can't do anything with that. Alright. So. Lodor.
Lodor gets activated.
What the heck was that?
I'm not exactly sure
I'm sorry,
why.
all I hear is Hodor.
You
You didn't hear the sound effect for activating a plant.
you're going to build
I
a
just hear
PDS and space station.
Can you do that, or do you have to build a space station first?
To do what?
If to do the PDS, it doesn't require a space station as far as I'm aware.
Yeah.
What, to build
Well,
a
it,
PDS?
it doesn't, it doesn't really
Do it.
matter the same thing. I can do the. It doesn't matter. I'm building the space station, then the PDS doesn't matter.
No,
It's-
I'm just.
it literally.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, I guess it
I'm-
depends if there was a rule saying you,
That's-
that you
I
have,
don't
if you
know if
built the
that's-
space station this same
Can you
turn,
use
can
the
you
dock to
also
build
use
something?
it? But
That's
I
all.
believe you can.
I-
But I'm not sure.
I don't think it
if not, I
specifically
can.
It did not come up in the
specifically-
rules that
It's
were
your,
explained.
the way they
Yeah,
do it, the
so
reason why you have
that's
to do it in a certain order is because your resource expenditures doesn't have changed. So if it costs you 4, that's why I didn't build
Yeah.
a second thing over here, because I had to spend 2 cards. Otherwise, I would have built my space station, then I would have put my cruiser on it.
Mhm.
So you spend your cards, build your station. If you have enough cards and points left over, then you build the other thing.
Yeah, and I would
That's
assume
how
the
it works.
station counts as one unit being built in the on
Yes.
location.
Yep. So like I had 5 points.
Yeah.
I had to spend the 2 cards and the 5 points to build the space station. The 1 goes away, so I could not build my cruiser. So if he has enough cards to build
Yeah, he
him,
does.
yeah, he's fine.
Your turn now.
I don't think I can do anything else. Well, I mean, I could, but
You could, but you have neighbors.
I do. Whoops. He can't carry anything, right? Just outside.
No, he's just by himself. Okay, so now my turn?
Mhm.
Sorry, wrong place.
That's really good frozen yogurt.
And more. And more. So,
7.
excuse me.
If nobody's getting more of the dip, I'm going to turn it on for a few minutes so it doesn't get stuck to the bottom of the pan.
Yeah, I'm not getting any more for a bit.
Okay.
I still have some.
You have to remember for the marathon or the next ones to get you some slow cooker bags.
Some what?
Slow cooker bags.
Oh,
You can put them inside the thing so it doesn't.
I never thought that.
Makes life considerably easier with crockpot cooking.
Yeah.
Especially something like the dip, so if you have leftovers, just like,
Yeah, because usually I just give it away. You could freeze it probably in the slow cooker bit. Actually, I could probably freeze it in anything.
well, yeah.
I just give it away though
Can't
so I don't
really
eat all
build
that.
anything
Probably
anymore.
so.
All I can really do is move, I think.
Yes. I mean, she did say she's not gonna carry it. She wanna go over there, so you could move through. You can. Yeah, that only goes one,
No.
right? Well, no, but this go 2.
Yeah,
No.
I can go over there.
Yes, you
She's
can.
currently blocking the location that will let her go through that way.
Yeah.
No, but she can only go 2. If she goes 1, 2, she can fight.
Well, yeah, she could fight.
I don't want to fight right now.
that, would break the, that would break the trade.
I'm just saying.
I know.
She can.
She can.
I mean, I guess since I have that there, I can build stuff later. I
Okay.
could
Mhm.
just move this with this
Yeah.
over there.
Eventually,
With this
you
too.
have to remove the command counter. Though,
Yeah, your command counter is currently keeping you from moving anything in there.
Oh.
Unless
on
you
your
have,
next turn, like on the next round, you could move over there.
you can only move. I mean, unless you have something like my action card, which lets me remove one, or you have warfare and you can remove one.
So you can't move anything in or out of
Yes.
a thing with a mark.
You can.
Well, you can move through it
Yeah.
through
if
but
you have the
not in or
movement, but you
out.
cannot move into an. Yeah, because you can't move into
So like
an
I
inactive.
couldn't bring anything from here over here, there
Yeah,
over there.
because it's already activated.
Yeah, if it wasn't, you could activate both of them and do a transfer
Yeah.
action and just kind of bounce back and forth
Actually,
as many as you want.
I could.
I mean, you
If
don't
I do
have to do
this-
anything. Mhm. Yeah, you can move
Yeah.
those there.
And claim it. Yep.
Yep.
And then I put a flag.
Put a
here?
flag on the one you left. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
What's that one you just claimed?
Methol.
Mekarzul.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
Actually, you have to move the fighters unless your fighters can survive in space.
Oh yeah, your fighters will move with you
Oh.
because you don't have a space station or something there to keep them.
Yeah, see how mine
You
are
can't
attached
fuel
to the
them. You
space
can't.
station right
Yeah, they
now.
need to have be
Mhm.
fueled up and stuff.
Forget how many I can have. 3, right? Yeah.
3 per
3 on the
space
space
dock.
station.
Haven't you seen Battlestar Galactica?
She's like, hush you. She's
Maybe she
played
think-
Battlestar Galactica.
Maybe she thinks the people on there are Cylons. That's fine. Just gonna jump without him.
Okay, so that's your turn.
I mean,
See.
All right.
peaceful, I swear.
Interesting. Somebody's gonna start colonizing some Metacol, I think.
Possibly.
That's what it looks like. What about your fighters? Okay.
Well,
let's see.
I can only move so many things at once.
I know.
I mean, I also have food sitting on my lap, so I'm trying to be careful with how much I move at a time. And this is a cruiser that can move 2. Thank you. Or 2. And I have the stasis capsule, so he can carry somebody.
Yep.
So there.
Sure. All right.
Mhm.
So it goes back to 4.
Apparently, you don't want me going through there.
That
Not
too.
yet, anyway.
You can come through if you want.
I mean, it looks imposing, but
You can. I mean, I have nothing against it if you want to come through.
depending on what you brought through, it's not that imposing of
No,
force.
That's weird. Like,
Oh, you know
can
what?
have
I
just-
messed up. This guy technically could have gone here.
No, he can't.
No.
The card said
The
move
move.
one
just move
space.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
So, like ground troops and stuff, because
They're
no,
in the ship.
Yeah, there's no planet, so
They're in the ship.
Do
So-
they not fight if like?
Yeah, they
No,
don't fight.
that's what I
If you
meant,
blow up
yeah.
those ships, they just suffocate
They
in
die. Yeah,
space.
they die. They're like hanging
Okay,
out.
so they're just
like-
useless
Yes.
right now.
Right,
Just
unless
look
they're on a
at
planet,
those.
they're useless.
That's the whole point of them is that they
Moving
And
stuff
even
around.
kind of on
Yeah.
planets.
Yeah, even on planets, they're not the
Mhm.
There are ways to make them decent, but well, if you're invading,
Yeah.
Yeah. So
No.
4.
One hand.
I'm gonna pass. I don't think there's anything I can do.
Okay.
Mhm.
So it goes to 5.
Same.
Okay.
So 5 is passing. All right.
So my turn.
We're almost half past.
Yep. Almost half past. Not 9:30, but almost half.
What happened?
Actually, we're just past half past.
No, that'd be 45. If you were half past,
Oh right.
it'd be 45.
And these guys aren't here. Oh no, they are.
Just
They're on
past
the.
half
Actually, no,
past.
that's not going to happen there.
But you're right. We could be half past, half past.
I thought you would say half
But
past,
not
half past
quite.
too, which is why I was like,
No,
I'm getting
just past.
confused.
Don't worry, just past.
Well, not yet, because it's not your
Yeah,
turn.
I was like,
It's not your turn yet.
it's not my turn.
You can after.
All right. So I'm going to activate this location. Spin this. Actually, that doesn't make change, so I have to choose one or the other.
Right. It doesn't. You don't have to. You can. It doesn't make change, but you can use it all.
Yeah. Well, no, I was going to buy a destroyer and a cruiser, but I can't because it doesn't make change. Since it costs 3. Since it is a 3 producer.
And that is. Yeah.
Yes, but I would
Oh.
technically have to choose cruiser, and I do not have the extra one left to
Yeah.
buy the destroyer.
Oh, okay.
That's why, like, if you're buying like a super amount of fighters, you can use one card to buy that many fighters.
yeah.
Like, I'm going to buy 4 fighters, 2 resources.
A cruiser and a destroyer only costs 3.
Yes, but they're 2 separate. I believe that's how it will work, right?
No, you're spending 3 resources. You have
You
3
just
resources. to
anything
spend.
that's left over after you're done producing is
Is gone.
wasted.
Okay, that's not how it was just explained.
No, we explained it based on the space station, because if you're building
Okay.
off of that space
Off the-
station, you have
okay.
to build it first.
Okay,
And then
that
build
was
off
for
of
the
it.
if you're building
Yeah,
a space.
I wouldn't be able to
station
do them That's why I didn't do it over here when I could have, otherwise. That's why Ian had to do his separately. Because he was building that space station, then building from that space station.
Alright.
Does that make sense?
Okay, so now it's 7's turn. So now you can pass if you want. You don't have to, though.
There's something to do past.
Oh, actually, no, you don't have any more tactical actions.
I'm-
You don't have any command pool, so you can't. Okay, so I am going to use the Imperial ability
Yep,
and
so-
draw the top card of the objective deck.
And get 2 points.
1, control 5 planets outside your home.
Oh,
1, 2, 3,
say.
4, 5, 6. Hey, I'm
Yeah.
happy.
So when we go to the
Right,
status
when we get
phase,
to the status
Yeah.
phase. Yeah, I think a few of
gonna
us
say.
might be able to do that.
let's see.
Yeah.
Oh, outside of home, I'm missing 1.
I only have
I
2.
I have 5 exact.
Okay, well, I got
Two
my
out
2.
front.
Does
So,
your
outside of
home
home?
include both of the planets?
yes,
Okay.
anything
Yeah.
in that goal system is
Sorry.
home.
Yeah, those don't count.
Okay, so
Yeah, that's
the
why you and I are
secondary
shut out of
ability, if
For
anybody
now.
wants to use the secondary ability, it is you spend 1 command counter from your strategy location, which you guys all have,
Yeah.
and you can immediately build units in one of your systems containing 1 or more friendly space stocks, even if you've already activated the system, because it does not activate
Nah,
the
we're
system.
just
But you
I
need-
don't
Yeah, I don't
have
have
any
any money.
resources. So.
Yeah,
That's why
I
she
know.
waited.
Yeah, but okay, that's my turn.
Yep.
So you've already passed. It's your
Passed.
turn. You passed. You've already passed, and now it's my turn. So yeah, I'm gonna pass.
Alright.
So status, objective cards.
Yeah.
I'd
Yeah, you-
complete this as
I
well.
think that does
So,
too.
yeah, so do I. Yeah, like I said, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I get one more. You are the thingy, so you get one.
Yeah.
Anybody else? No.
No.
Nope, I only have 2.
No, she does. One.
Nope.
Two,
because
3,
she's got
4.
2
Oh,
planets.
sorry,
It's,
that's
it's
4.
the same problem that I have.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Because we have 2 planets in our home space. Otherwise, we'd be fine.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I have 2 in my home space. I've just conquered a lot
Yeah, I have
more
2 in my
land.
home space, but I've only conquered 2.
I only have 1 in my home space. I have a late.
All right, so repair all damaged units. No one's
Everybody's
damaged.
Fighted.
Remove
Everybody's fighted.
your
Yep,
commander
let's go to
tokens
reserve.
from the board.
Oh, does that stay on board until all of us have done it? Is that the idea? The
What?
group objective?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
we-
their.
It's just always there.
Yeah, you're just going to constantly keep checking.
Yeah.
So you
Oh,
can
I
get it
see.
later.
Oh yeah. You'll.
It's just
you'll
if
get
you've
it
already
later.
gotten it, she can only get it once.
Right.
Yeah, me
She
and
won't
We
lose
can't.
it.
We can't get 5 more planets and count
Yeah,
again.
and you don't lose it. So if you lose a planet, you don't suddenly lose that objective. You just have to accomplish
Take
it
your
once.
little.
Did you get your
triangles.
point, by the way? You did.
My triangles.
Yeah.
Take your triangles.
me and Beth got our.
We got our 1 point.
So refresh planets. I will do this again in turn order. So first goes with Ian, Sarah,
6,
me,
7,
Sue, then you.
8.
That's cool. I kind of need to know. I have to ask a question, but it's going to give away what I have.
Okay.
I just need to know what people's special abilities are.
I have a
Oh.
+1 on my combat rolls.
My special
That's it?
ability.
Uh,
That's
Wow.
all. Yeah, she's the combat race. My special abilities are as follows. When executing the second ability of the diplomacy strategy, I may use the primary ability instead. Immediately after political card has been drawn and read aloud, I may spend a commander token from my strategy location to cancel the card and force a new one to be drawn. And all opponents in the first round of combat against me have a -1.
Okay.
Only in the first round. But wow.
What's yours?
The base cost of my dreadnoughts are only 4.
Okay.
My dreadnoughts receive a +1 during space battles, and my ground forces receive a +1 when attacking during
Okay.
invasion. And I start with 1 extra command.
Oh
token
my
on
god, I haven't been doing this.
Oh no!
It's a good thing you asked.
I'm supposed to be able to draw an additional action card during every status phase.
Oh,
Okay, so
you're
you just
taking
need
that one.
an additional.
And I'm never limited to a
2.
hand size of action cards.
Yeah,
You went
Okay.
to pass
So-
that law.
So you
Yeah,
need to pass
should I
that
pass
law.
that law?
I know, now I'm looking at it, I'm like, damn it.
I'm gonna give you the one you're owed, the 2 that you're owed.
That's fine. And
Could have had another action. That would have been all.
during every strategy phase.
Yeah, but you would also
once
be
during every
lower on
strategy
actions right
phase, I
now,
may
too.
look at
Yeah,
another
well,
player's
that's
Oh
hand
no!
of action
At the time you would
cards.
have had 4.
You would have
Because
to
you
throw
would
away
have
one.
on the status phase. You would have
Yeah.
drawn up to 4.
And I'm
You would have picked
allowed.
1 and had to throw 1 away.
I'm allowed to skip my action
Only when
turn
I draw,
during
though,
the
so,
action
wouldn't
phase, but I can only I cannot skip
Hmm?
2
Read that
such
again.
actions.
Okay,
Blah,
right,
blah,
so-
blah.
So basically, you
It's
get
a-
a free pass that doesn't
Yeah.
count as one of the passes for
Okay.
us to stop the round.
Yeah.
So if you want to do
I
something,
can
but it's
pass,
not
watch you guys
necessarily
do
a good
stuff, and
idea.
then-
So to counteract what Beth did when she saw that we were all spent, instead of building, you could go, I'm going to pass, and
Because you knew that I
and force her to
would-
do that to be able to build for free without activating your location,
Yeah.
and then
then
do
you could
something.
do
Yeah.
We also get 1 command counter, correct?
You get 2
Well, you
command
get 2
counters.
commanders?
Which I already took.
Last time I only took 1.
You were supposed to take 2.
Okay. I thought it was 1 action, 1.
No, it's 1 action, 2 tokens.
Oh, okay. I have no idea why this card is even worth anything. This is probably going to be my throwaway card if I get too many.
Oh, that.
I guess I could think of 1.
But then everyone return the strategy.
Huh.
Yep.
Redistribute command tokens if you want to.
Oh. No, I think I'm going to keep mine in
I'm
there.
okay where I'm at.
And then those go back.
That's actually a good thought, a good thing too, I suppose. That
Mhm.
means because she didn't have to get rid of her speaker token,
She still gets to pick first.
she gets to pick first.
Yep.
Thank you.